Analyzing the form and structure of wheat fields and mountains. For my writing and humanities project, I chose to analyze the painting Wheat Fields and Mountains by Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh was born on March 30th, 1853 in Zundert, Netherlands. He was the son of a pastor and grew up to believe that his future lied in preaching the gospel. However, between 1860 and 1880, he realized his true calling was to become an artist. In 1886, Van Gogh went to Paris to be with his brother Theo, and while there he met famous artists such as Pissarro, Monet, and Gauguin. They inspired him to try and copy their impressionist techniques that were composed of relatively small, thin, yet visible brushstrokes that had accurate depiction of light and atmosphere. Ultimately unsuccessful in copying their style, he adopted his own, more bold and unconventional style. In 1888, Van Gogh went south to Arles to the Yellow House, which was an art school in France, where he hoped he would be joined by like-minded artists. Gauguin joined him, but their companionship was hard met with Van Gogh's nervous temperament and night-long discussions paired with painting all day that undermined his health. An infamous incident near the end of 1888 included Van Gogh pursuing Gauguin with an open razor, but ultimately ending up cutting a portion of his own ear off. He was sent to an asylum in Saint Remy, France, for treatment of madness and lucidity. He lived in the asylum for a couple years, creating some of his most famous works there, before being released and later dying of suicide in 1890 in Auvers-sur-Oise, France. While admitted to the Saint Remy Asylum in France, Van Gogh's cell allowed him to look out at a scenic wheat field, of which he used as inspiration for what we know as his wheat field collection today. The wheat fields is composed of dozens of paintings through Van Gogh's connection to nature. In 1889, he wrote of the way in which wheat was symbolic to him. What can a person do when he thinks of all the things he cannot understand? But look at the fields of wheat. We who live by bread, are we not ourselves very much like wheat, to be reaped when we are ripe? He saw that his paintings of wheat could be an opportunity for people to find peace and a sense of calm. Wheat fields and mountains include swirling symmetric lines, flowing together as if the wind is pushing the wheat in separate directions. The same types of lines are visible in the clouds and in the skies. The mountains are defined with thicker, darker, and more harsh lines than the soft ones of the field. Van Gogh makes good use of contrasts and shadows, having the scenery in the painting that is more far away to be characterized with darker colors than the wheat that is foremost and present, being the focus of the light source. Using oil on canvas as a medium, Van Gogh captured the peaceful air of the wheat field, emphasized with light greens and blues and the rhythm of the field itself. And these are my works cited.